And then a lot of comments about Crawford and Canelo. Chris, have you heard anything lately? Not to move from this topic, but the chat is going off. I haven't read anything today.
So before the podcast, Gio, I went to the Ring magazine. Shout out to them; they're doing great things. They actually put a story out in minutes, maybe 20 minutes before the podcast,
All right.
that the fight is off. So first of all, I respect Turkey for hey, if it's off, he's gonna let people know. So that's what I saw the last time I checked the net. But it seems like the fight is off. I don't know. We don't know exactly why. They didn't really specify why. But on the Ring website, which we know is a very credible website, they're saying it's off, Gio. So yeah, man. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. There it is. Pulling it up right now. Tell me your thoughts on them announcing that the fight is off. Is it to garner more interest? Do you think people are really saying what Joel Diaz is saying, and that this fight doesn't make sense? Terrence Crawford doesn't have a prayer. It's an Amir Khan Canelo kind of fight. What are your thoughts, Gio?
Yeah, so first of all, I was pretty surprised that they had announced the fight. We've heard in the past Canelo saying that he doesn't this fight doesn't really excite him. There's a huge I guess huge difference in weight. I mean, they're about the same height. And Crawford probably longer arms. But they're just used to fighting different type of guys, Chris. There's no secret how I feel about Terrence Crawford. To me, he's known as a guy who's never really fought the top guys in any division. I do got to give him props for the Victor Postal win. But if you look at a lot of his championships, a lot of, especially that undisputed run at 140, terrible. Um, uh, and even at 47, look at the version of Errol Spence that he fought, and all the other guys he never got in the ring with them. So 54, it seemed like he didn't want it with anyone else after Madrimov. He was waiting for the Canelo payday. He befriended the right guy in Turkey, right? Turkey, he wanted that fight, fantasy fight. It seemed like it was going to happen. I was surprised that Canelo even entertained it. But it seemed like I said, Crawford didn't excite him, but that paycheck probably did. So I was surprised that they agreed to it. They were saying September in Las Vegas. And now, as you said, Chris, they're saying that it's off. This is from the Ring magazine website. And I'm just going to go ahead and read it. uh, as source, a source probably they mean. I'm gonna just read it how it is. As source has advised the Ring that the anticipated super middleweight showdown between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford is now canceled. Alvarez 34 and Crawford 37 were expected to meet on a September date at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Crawford, who holds the WBA's junior middleweight title, was planning to move up in weight by 2 divisions to challenge Canelo at the full super middleweight limit of 168. So, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. The guys are going off in the chat. But look, I started hearing rumors about Canelo and Jake Paul and this and that. So it kind of led me to believe that all this was just, I don't know if trolling, just internet, just clout chasing. I don't know. But this fight being called off, I think makes everything make a little more sense, at least in my eyes.
Yeah, no. Again, yeah, I don't. I first of all, there was rumors that it was potentially going to happen. It was going to be announced for a later date, which is, lately it's been like, I guess the norm now. You have a fight in May, you have another one signed months from now. I kind of felt like that was going to be the what was going to happen, but
That
I don't
Chris,
know. Like I
that's a
guess
Turkey norm, Chris. That's a Turkey norm. Turkey is making it a thing.
yeah, and again, yeah, obviously Terrence Crawford holds the title, the WBA, the 154 that Madrigal had, and we just interviewed Joel Diaz. He's one of those people that has been very vocal that says Terrence Crawford. People felt my guy won. I know he's supposed to say that, but he's like, I'm being objective. Um, if people saw him struggle with Madrigal, he has no business going up 2 divisions and to fight Canelo at at that weight. So yeah, I don't know if people have been in Turkey's ear saying that don't this fight doesn't make sense. I know it's gonna make money, but I don't know. Obviously, we'll get details in the days to come. Um, the Babylon boxing strategy, it's off. It's this is Turkey not mincing words. It's off for now. Yeah, it's a little surprising that it's happening now, but it almost feels like Canelo's like flirting with Crawford, getting him excited, and then just saying, nah, I'm not gonna take you out. So yeah, again, this is the fight that I wanted to see just to see if it's what can Terrence do. I don't expect them to win. We didn't expect him to win, but I wanted to see if he can kind of test himself against greatness again. This is why we commend Khan, because even though he got knocked out, we're like, hey, that boy has no fear. He went in there, trying, and he won a lot of the early rounds. But again, there's weight classes for a reason. So yeah, obviously we'll get more details as we go. But yeah, a little shocking for them to announce it's off.
Yeah, let's go to some quick comments. Real quick. Some people are saying that Crawford was asking for too much. Big Bro says, I'm glad Terrence don't deserve it. He needs to fight the best at 154 or retire. He also says Benavides is a unified interim champ. Yeah, he has a lot of those. But let's go to that video that we just posted last night. You interviewed Joel Diaz recently, and he went off on this fight. I'm gonna just go ahead and play it. Hopefully
While you're
hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play it, but Joel Diaz really didn't give Crawford a chance in this fight. And here it is.
Okay, there's a lot of people that stay on the topic of. We're gonna look at this Madrigal fight. This is gonna be a test to see if Crawford, if there's a ceiling at 154 or 160. Do you feel like there is a ceiling for Crawford, even though we know how talented he is?
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. My opinion is like everybody's opinion. I mean, there's a lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language.
Mhm.
I mean, look, Benavides fought Demetrius Andre. Demetrius Andre, a fighter that everybody avoided. Nobody wanted to fight him because he's very talented, great fighter, great person, great friend. Benavides is a great fighter himself too. He's strong, a lot of confidence, but Demetrius Andre went from 54 to 60 because nobody wanted to fight him at 54. He went to 60, fought a couple fights at 60. Nobody wants to fight him at 60. So what did he do? He moved up to 68 to fight Benavides. And you know what? I was watching the fight and I saw Demetrius Andre be successful in the first 2-3 rounds. But that's the size difference. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this.
All right, hold on. Let me see what he was going to talk about next.
Terrence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing.
A lot.
Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions.
All right, if you guys want to see the full video, go check it out on YouTube. But hey, I don't disagree, Chris. He was straight up. He was straight up. Obviously, he fought against Crawford with Madrimov. That was last summer here in LA. And I, like many people, thought Madrimov won that fight, or at least a draw, and we saw Terrence struggle in that one. Yeah, 168, I think is way too much. I think it's a fantasy fight. I don't think it's realistic, but people want to entertain it. I don't think this is 100% off, Chris. I think there's still a chance of it happening, but we just got to wait and see more details. Maybe they're trying to sell it more. I don't know. Maybe this is a way of getting more eyes and attention on it. Who knows?